Yo, what's up, guys? Are you just starting out with your agency and you're not sure on what service to offer to clients or which one's going to be the easiest one to fulfill? In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to set up a database reactivation campaign, which is going to be the easiest thing for you to get results for your new clients. So, if you're not familiar with database reactivation, basically it's a marketing strategy where businesses re-engage with their existing database of past leads, clients, or prospects to generate new sales or appointments instead of acquiring fresh leads. So this is perfect if you're working with a company that's already doing some form of advertising, whether it's Facebook or Google Ads, and maybe they have a long lead list of, 500 people or whatever the amount may be, that they just weren't able to convert into an appointment or generate new sales. So now that we have that out of the way, the first thing you want to do is go get a high level account if you don't already have one. So you can just go to this link here, sign up for a free 14-day trial. It's not my affiliate link or anything. I just want to show you exactly what you need. So after that, next thing you want to do is agree on a no-brainer offer with your client. So depending on who you're working with, I work with custom home builders, and the offer that we've come up with is a free $5,000 countertop upgrade for the next 5 builds. Or maybe if you're working with med spas, you can say like buy one get one free on Botox or derma fillers this week only. And if neither of those are the niche that you're working with, you could always go over to ChatGPT and basically say, let's say you work with gyms. You could say, I work, or you could say like, what offer should I run for a database? Forgive me, I'm not the fastest typer. Database reactivation campaign for my gym clients. And this will give you some ideas. And by the way, if you're not using ChatGPT, to figure out your problems, you need to start using it because it's literally, I use this on a daily basis to help solve my problems in my business. So as you can see, it's giving us a bunch of different options. So whatever your niche is, you could just put that into ChatGPT and figure it out. So once you've done that, you want to get your clients to give you a lead list in a CSV file. So for this strategy to work, you're going to want to have enough people to reach out to. So if your client says they only have a database of 70 people, this probably isn't the strategy for you. But let's just say that they have a list of 500 people or more, which will be more than good enough. So the next thing you want to do is you want to clean that list using clearoutphone.io. So show you what that looks like. So once you have an account, you just log in. You go over here to My Lists. Basically, you would add a list, upload it. So here you can see some of my lists that I've already validated. Oh, results expired. It's been a little while now. But basically, what you would do is you would clean your list. It would tell you which numbers are valid, invalid, or unknown, as well as the emails. So once you have all that information, you want to download it into a fresh CSV. Then you want to set up the infrastructure. So you want to add the company details to your Go High Level account, add an employee, so whoever's going to be managing the account, which will be you. You want to choose the correct time zone because let's just say you're in the Eastern time zone and you have a client in California or something like that that's in the Pacific time zone. You want to make sure that the messages are actually going out when their clients are going to be up and awake. You don't want to be sending out the messages thinking they're going out at, let's just say 1 p.m., but they're really going out at 10 or whatever the time difference may be. Then you want to create a calendar. That way, when people are interested, they have a place that they can actually book and your clients can see what appointments they have. Then you want to create a pipeline just so you know like who's interested, who's not, who has to be unsubscribed, who you need to follow up with. so on and so forth. Then you want to buy a phone number. So I'll just kind of walk you through that right now. Move myself out of the way here. Oh, why is this view like that? There we go. So let's go down to settings. So as you can see here, this is where you can add the business details like I was mentioning. There's the time zone, so you want to select the correct time zone. What else did I mention there? Let me just check. So yeah, add an employee, choose time zone. So we went over that. So now we need to add an employee. So the way you do that is just come down here to My Staff. And this is going to be important, or else some of these functions won't work. So just click on Add an Employee, fill out the information. So if this is you managing the system, just fill out your name, all that stuff, your email, click Save. So get out of here. Then what you want to do is create a calendar. So if we go back to our Go High Level account, and we click back, and go to Calendars, just click New. Oh, sorry. Go to Calendar Settings, create a calendar. You can just choose Personal Booking. So I'm not going to walk you through how to set all this up. It's pretty straightforward. If you have any questions or comments, just leave them down below. So from there, you're going to need to create a pipeline. So if we scroll down here to Opportunities and Pipelines, come over here to Pipelines, create a new pipeline. So you just name it, whatever you want to name it. Add the stages, so it could be like interested, not interested, so on and so forth. I'm not going to go through it all, but whatever the processes are in their processes in their sales process. That's kind of repetitive, but basically whatever you deem to be the right steps in this pipeline, you just want to add those, click Save. So now that you have a pipeline all set up and you've got your calendar, you choose the time zone, you've added an employee and their contact details, what you want to do is buy a phone number. So if you go back to your Go High Level account, scroll back. Oh, actually, it was already there. Go back to Settings, come down here to Phone Numbers. So just click on Add Phone Number, Add Phone Number. Now, I'm assuming that you're in the United States. If not, if you're in Canada or wherever else, you can just choose wherever you are in the world. In this example, we're going to choose the United States. So then you just want to choose a phone number, proceed to buy. As you can see, they're only $1.15 a month, so it's not going to cost you a whole big bunch. So once you've got the phone number, the next thing you're going to want to do is you want to get A2P verification. And the reason you're going to need this A2P verification is because if you just go set up like a toll-free number, this whole strategy is not going to work. Because imagine, a company reached out to you and all of a sudden it was some 1-800 number. Probably wouldn't even pay any attention to that. But all of a sudden, if you got a text from a phone number that was like the same area code as yours in the area where you live, you're like, okay, who's this? And check it out. So that's the reason why we want to set up A2P, because without that, we're not going to be able to send text messages to anybody legally. Well, the system won't allow you, but also, can't even speak. But it won't allow you to send text messages, but also this won't be legal if you are. So what you want to do is come up here to Trust Center. I'm not going to walk you through all of this because it takes quite a while and it actually costs money to do this verification. It's not a lot of money. I mean, it's like 20 bucks or something like that. So altogether, you're in like $20 plus the phone number. So this is why I mentioned it's one of the best offers for people that are just starting out, because you don't have to get some type of ad spend from the client. You could just get like a small setup fee and you could cover all this stuff. Get a couple case studies and then you're rolling. So what you want to do, let me just move myself out of the way here. Just start registration now. Follow all the prompts. Make sure on the onboarding form you collected all the proper information from the client. So like their EIN number, all their business information. And if you're interested in knowing more about that, drop a comment below and I can make a video on A2P verification. So once you've got that all set up, you want to create your messaging. So you want to keep it short and to the point because no one's going to respond to a message, especially if they open it up on their cell phone and it's some big wall of text. So you just want to keep it short and simple and you want to ask an open-ended question. So it could be something like, hey John, this month we're offering free 5 countertop upgrades for the next 5 builds. Are you interested? Or something like that. Or buy one, get one, hey John, or obviously not John, he's not going to be getting a Botox or a derma filler, I'd hope not. But you could be like, hi Jane, this week we're offering a buy one, get one free on Botox and derma fillers. Should I put one aside for you? Something along those lines. Obviously, like that's not the best messaging. I just want to give you an example. So from there, once you've set up your messaging, you want to build your workflows inside a Go High level. So you want to use a list reactivation recipe and you want to use the appointment confirmation recipe. And the reason I'm telling you to use the pre-built recipes is because if you're a beginner, you might not know how to set up all the different actions and set up the workflow correctly. And this will just save you a lot of headaches. So what you'll want to do is come into your Go High level account, go to automation. Oh, my bad. Go to automation, click create workflow, select a recipe. Then you can scroll all the way down here. As you can see, there's a ton of different recipes. So there's a list reactivation recipe, and then there's the appointment confirmation and reminder recipe. So we'll open up the list reactivation recipe, just kind of walk you through that. So as you can see, everything's already built out for you. The trigger, all that stuff's built out for you. Basically, you don't want to change this because this is pre-built for a dentist. So this is the first text message, so you'd want to change it to whatever your offer is. Just change the messaging around. Get out of here. Then you just want to go to all the different text messages, make sure you change out the content to make sense for whatever you're offering. Make sure you add like the booking link if that's what you want to do. Just make sure you change it all for all the different text messages. And you can also add emails in here as well. So if you want to be sending emails along with the text messages, you can also do that. Basically, you just click this plus button. You would need to add a wait step. So I'll just kind of show you that quickly. So you add a wait step, then you have to wait for whatever amount of time. So we'll just say 3 minutes. Obviously, you're going to be waiting. Or no, actually you wouldn't because you're going to send an email and a text message. So you'll save the action. Then you can add your email in here. So basically, click the plus button, type in email. Now you'd want to fill all this information out. So the from name that you want to show, the email that you're going to be sending from. So this would be your client's email on their behalf. You want to add a subject line in here, whatever content for your messaging, save that, so cancel. And whenever you do set up your workflow, you need to save it, but you also need to publish it. So I'll show you what that looks like. Pretty straightforward. Then you have to publish it. Save it again, which is a little bit annoying. So the reason that you have to publish it is if you don't, and then you go try to add your contacts to this list when you want to make it live, you won't see this list reactivation workflow. So make sure that you keep them, or not keep them, but make sure it's published. So from there, there's your appointment confirmation recipe. I can show you that really quickly. So same thing, create workflow, select the recipe, scroll all the way down to the bottom, select your appointment confirmation and reminder. So name it whatever you want. You want to go in and change the content for your confirmation email. So like I said before, your from name, from email, whatever content you want to put in here. Actually, you don't even really need to change this content. You just want to make sure you change this last little bit. So if you're using a Zoom, like if your client uses Zoom, or maybe it's an in-person meeting, actually, let's back that up a second. So let's say you're trying to book like an online consultation for your client. You just want to choose whether you're using Zoom or Google Meet, then put the link there so the person can join. But if this is an in-person consultation, obviously you wouldn't add this part. So cancel that. And then you just want to fill out the rest of these reminders. So the 24-hour reminder, the 1-hour reminder, then this 1-hour SMS. So you just want to come in here, make sure you change the content around to make sense. Hit save, make sure you publish it, and hit save again. Then you want to launch your campaign. So the way you do that is click back, come over here to contacts. Then you want to hit this plus button, or sorry, not the plus button, import contacts. Oh, they changed the interface. So hit contacts again. So then you want to upload your file. I'll just go through here and find one quickly if I can. Of course I can't. Of course I can't. Okay, just give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to pause the video and I'll be right back. Okay, so I went and found some contacts. So what you'll want to do is click upload. There's our sheet. So that would be your sheet of your cleaned emails and phone numbers. You want to click next. Oh, choose how to import contact. Okay, create contacts. It's taking a minute for some reason. Okay, here we go. So now obviously this isn't the right data. I just went and found a CSV file really quickly. So what you want to do is then map out the data. So if this is the person's first name, you want to make sure it's mapped to their name. Like their email. I don't think I have any emails in here, but for this example, like we'll say the street address was an email. You want to make sure that you actually come in here, map it to email. Same with their phone number. So that's how you would do that. Just come down here, because maybe you have some information that doesn't pertain to what you're doing. You can just click this little box saying don't import the unmapped data. Click next. Then you want to create a smart list for these contacts. That way you want to name the list. So we'll just call this database reactivation demo. And then from here, okay, well, I'm not going to do that. I haven't done it that way. They changed the interface for some reason. Oh, I guess I have to do it that way. Then you want to add the imported contacts to a workflow. So, like I said, if you don't publish it, you won't be able. This will come up blank. So you want to click your list reactivation workflow, and then you can add a tag to these contacts. So you can just create a new tag. I believe you can. Anyways, it's not that important, but I'll just choose a tag. I think I already have one in here for database reactivation. So just choose a tag if that's what you want to do. I'm going to move myself here. Confirm that all those contacts have consented to hear from you. So start bulk import. So that just takes a minute. Let me just check on what the next steps are. So yeah, we've imported the contacts. So I'll show you how to add them in drip mode. And then we're only going to send like 75 a day, twice a week. Because chances are, like the list that you're going to get isn't going to be 10,000 people. So you're not going to want to send 100 every single day, because that just wouldn't make sense. You're going to burn through your list really fast, and you want to kind of pace it out. You don't want to bombard the client with, say, 10 appointments in one day if you have a really good offer. So let's just go back to our account. Refresh the page. Sometimes it takes a little while for them to import inside of Go High Level. There we go. So now we see our smart list, our DBR demo. Move myself out of the way here. So now what we want to do is you want to select all contacts. So there's 437 records. So select all of them. Then you want to add them to an automation. Press OK, proceed. Choose your workflow. So list reactivation workflow. This action, you could just put whatever. I don't know why they even have that. Click add to automation. Oh, oh, I think I messed something up there. Why didn't it give us, didn't allow us to choose. Okay, hang on one second, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, guys. So yeah, like I said, they changed the interface a little bit, and I haven't done this in a few weeks or so. So what you want to do is, I made a little mistake. So you want to select all your contacts. I want to add them to the automation. Click OK, proceed. Oh, my bad. Let me just go back for a second. Be right back. I'm so sorry. Yeah, sorry about that. So I unpublished the workflow because I thought I had a phone number connected to this account. I didn't want all these people to be getting some random text message, because obviously, it costs money to send text messages, and it just wouldn't make sense. So back to where we left off. So you want to select all the contacts, click Add to Automation, click OK, proceed, find your automation you want to add it to, then you want to add it in drip mode. So you just want to put whatever for this action. Choose a start date that you want it to send on. So that can be whatever. Obviously, I'm in the way again. So you want to choose whatever date and time that you want to send it on. So let's say it's Friday at 2 p.m. or whatever time. Basically, you choose that. Batch quantity, we'll say 75. And then we can say repeat after. So if we want it twice a week, we'd say repeat every 3 days. So we'll also select, just say we want it to be Tuesday and Thursday. Choose the times we want it to process in between. So as you can see, this is optional. You just choose whatever time. Then you click add to automation. So even though I don't have a phone number set up, I'm not going to do that. And then the last step from there is to manage your conversations. So where you would do that is people will obviously be replying if you have a good offer. Even if you don't, I'd imagine people will be replying. So you just want to go to this conversations tab. And obviously this is a blank account. This is just a test account. But all your conversations will be right here. So you'll be able to, and that's text messages and emails. So let's say you opted to send both. If people email you back or text you back, they'll all appear right here in this column. So just manage the conversations, handle any objections, and get them booked in for your client. So that's it, guys. That's how you actually run a database reactivation campaign as a complete beginner. So if you found this video valuable, please consider dropping a like and a subscribe. I'm a super small channel and I'm looking to grow. And if you have any more questions or need help setting this up, just shoot me a message. Or just, you don't have my email or anything, but just drop a comment down below and we'll connect somehow and we'll get this all set up for you. All right, see you on the next one. Peace.